Imagine predicting your own death and having it come true in the most chilling way. Stay tuned as we delve into mysterious circumstances and haunting premonitions of celebrities who seemed eerily aware of their fate. Kurt Cobain told a classmate that he would become a superstar musician, get rich and famous, and that he would take his own life, going out in a blaze of glory. Cobain nailed all of it. He became wildly successful, rich, and famous as the frontman of Nirvana, a band that defined the grunge era of the early 1990s. On April 5, 1994, he took his own life inside his Seattle home, fulfilling his dark prediction. Cobain's death shocked fans worldwide and cemented his status as a tragic icon of his generation. Jimi Hendrix recorded a new song in 1965 with the lyrics, "Many things he would try, for he knew soon he'd die. Now Jimmy's gone, he's not alone, his memory still lives on." 5 years, this he said. He's not gone, he's just dead. Hendrix passed 5 years to the month after recording the song. On September 18, 1970, Hendrix died in London at the age of 27. Hendrix's untimely death added him to the infamous 27 Club, a group of influential musicians who died at the age of 27. After Janis Joplin and Jimi Hendrix became two of the first members of the notorious 27 Club, Jim Morrison, while drinking with friends, said, "You're drinking with number 3." Morrison joined the 27 Club when he was found lifeless in a Paris apartment bathtub on July 3, 1971. The official cause of death was heart failure, though no autopsy was performed, leading to various conspiracy theories. To some of his friends and fans, Bob Marley was thought to be a bit of a psychic. According to rumors, Marley disclosed details of his death to his close friends, though there is no solid proof. One friend has said that Marley claimed he would pass at the age of 36. Marley did indeed die at age 36 on May 11, 1981, from melanoma that had spread to his brain, lungs, and liver. Marley's death was a significant loss to the world of music and culture, and his legacy continues to inspire and influence people globally. While giving a speech upon being inducted into the World Wrestling Entertainment Hall of Fame, the Ultimate Warrior Jim Hellwig said, "Every man's heart one day beats its final beat. His lungs breathe their final breath." Not even a full day later, Hellwig's heart beat its own final beat. On April 8, 2014, Hellwig collapsed while walking to his car with his wife. He was rushed to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead from a heart attack at the age of 54. Pete Maravich was the Stephen Curry of his time, but he wasn't entirely satisfied with his life as an NBA player. In an interview when Maravich was just 26, he said that he didn't want to play 10 years and then die of a heart attack at the age of 40. Maravich played in the NBA for 10 years, retired, and then perished of a heart attack at the age of 40. On January 5, 1988, while playing a pickup game, Maravich collapsed and died suddenly. It was later discovered that he had a previously undiagnosed congenital heart defect. Marc Bolan was so afraid of driving that he never even got his driver's license. It has also been said that he told his friends that he never thought he would reach the age of 30. Tragically, Bolan died in a car accident 2 weeks before his 30th birthday. On September 16, 1977, Bolan was a passenger in a car driven by his girlfriend, Gloria Jones, when the car struck a tree, instantly killing him. Bolan's fear in his untimely death made his prediction eerily accurate. Arnold Schoenberg, the Austrian composer and painter, was born on September 13th and pretty much from then on was terrified of the number 13. He spent his life actively avoiding the dreaded number at almost any cost. When he turned 76 and was reminded that 7 plus 6 equals 13, his fear was exacerbated even more. On Friday, July 13th, 1951, at the age of 76, Schoenberg perished. He had been in bed, ill and anxious about the date, when he suffered a heart attack and passed away. William Thomas Stead, the famous writer and newspaper mogul, once wrote about tons of people perishing on a ship with too few lifeboats. Another time he wrote about scores of people perishing when their ship crashed into an iceberg. Then the Titanic happened. Stead boarded the fateful ship in 1912 and did not survive the sinking. Stead had been a vocal advocate for maritime safety, and his death aboard the Titanic on April 15, 1912, underscored the tragic irony of his predictions. Frank Pastore was a prominent baseball player and radio talk show host. During his morning show on November 19, 2012, Pastore commented on his love for motorcycles, but also added, "At any moment, especially with the idiot people who cross the diamond lane into my lane, without any blinkers, not that I'm angry about it, at any minute, I could be spread all over the 210. That same day, just 3 hours later, Pastore was hit by a drifting car on the 210 freeway and perished of his injuries a month later on December 17, 2012. On September 26, 2011, Mikey Welsh, the former bass guitarist of the band Weezer, tweeted about a dream he had. In the dream, he perished in Chicago of a heart attack. On October 8, 2011, Welsh was found deceased in his Chicago hotel room from a heart attack, likely the result of an overdose. His prediction on social media added an eerie dimension to his untimely death at the age of 40. The rock band Lynyrd Skynyrd released their album Street Survivors in 1977. The album had strong references to death and darkness, including the song That Smell with the lines, "The smell of death surrounds you, an angel of darkness upon you." Their album cover also pictured the members of the band engulfed in flames. On October 20th, 1977, 3 days after the album's release, a plane carrying the band crashed, killing 3 members, including lead singer Ronnie Van Zant, guitarist Steve Gaines, and backup singer Cassie Gaines, along with their manager. Warren Zevon wrote the lyrics, "Kicking asbestos in the factory, punching out Chryslers in the factory, breathing that plastic in the factory," for the song The Factory, about a man who perishes of lung cancer. Years later, despite having never worked in a factory, Zevon perished of a very rare lung cancer most associated with asbestos in factory workers. Diagnosed with mesothelioma in 2002, Zevon continued to work on his final album, The Wind, and passed away on September 7, 2003. His ability to face his mortality with humor and grace was widely admired. Abraham de Moivre was a famous mathematician who specialized in mortality tables and was generally pretty obsessed with death. In his later years, he predicted that he would pass on November 27, 1754. On November 27, 1754, Moivre perished in his sleep. His prediction was based on a mathematical calculation, fitting for a man whose life was deeply intertwined with numbers and probabilities. These stories of celebrities who eerily predicted their own deaths remind us of the fragility and unpredictability of life. Their words, whether through lyrics, interviews, or casual remarks, now serve as haunting testaments to their awareness of their own mortality. While their deaths were tragic, their legacies endure, immortalized not just in their music, writings, and performances, but also in the poignant forewarnings they left behind. If you appreciate this video, please give it a thumbs out. And if we've missed anyone who you think should be included, please do comment below.